who would say that I was being late? If you ever watch this video, I would actually pick a random one that I've never actually read before. Who would actually say that without actually reading something in French ahead of time? How would you even actually dare to say that my rendition was a slow? I don't really understand that. To me, it's very obvious. A step towards a greater vicinity of the war, a step closer to the war. Let's try to actually see the Iran and the United States. Between Iran and the United States, I already had done that. This has really been done. Surgery, the scandal of the less functioning operations. It's really easy. I don't really need to think about anything. Less than 25% of the medical acts would actually be non-justified and less functioning. The actual use is sometimes abusive, according to the research of the medical reunification concerning the actual health of the affected patients. For instance, the actual surgical C-section or sutures or lumbar operation or the back pain operation, with sometimes much greater consequences that would actually be undertaken by the patients alone. So many of different surgical procedures would never actually be necessitated, but they were done to actually make the profit out of this operation. Cancer, the high price of the medical concerns. I don't really need to. Cancer and cancer disease, it's very obvious. I don't really need to think about it. I'm actually being this much equipped. How would you even actually dare to say that? The treatments against the cancer are actually, going more and more efficient. However, the price medium for the medicines have already been multiplied by 11 in 20 years. That means it has been actually multiplied up to 11 times within just 20 years. The actual price, middle age, or average price for the medicines for cancer treatment has already been multiplied on average up to 11 times. This actually poses a question of our capacity to finance the care, and this actually interrogates us to look deeper into the negotiation between the country and the pharmaceutical laboratory to establish the middle ground for prices. Excerpts from our reports. It's really easy. Thomas reports that Trump is largely isolated, even when the Chinese want to stay. I don't really need to think about anything. To me, it's very easy. Now, c'est dans l'air. It's in the air. That means it's in the mood. But that's the name of the program. C'est dans l'air. The French economist Thomas Pochet explains the war dynamics launched by the Paris Agreement and why the United States isolated itself by living this war agreement. It's really easy. Colonialism. A wrongdoing of the Republic according to Macron. The questions over the SMS. It's really easy. I don't really need to think about it. I don't really need to think about it. The French CFA is dead. At Abidjan. In Abidjan, Saturday 21st of December, Emmanuel Macron and the President Alassane Ouattara have already announced the disappearance of the money pursued as a vestige in the remnants of the colonialism as a currency. This historic decision, according to the chief of the Ivorian Coast State, because this has been announced by him in that way. Born in 1945 under the name of the Franc, this colonial French culture in Africa, before actually having adopted as a franc of the African financial community, this monetary currency crystallized the number of critics. I actually see, my youngness, which actually criticized us to continue this relationship as she actually see this as post-colonial. I don't need to think. I cannot actually pronounce it. Crystallizes it. I actually pronounce it really correctly. I never actually made a mistake. Somehow I cannot pronounce it. That does not mean I am actually being fucked up, because I saw a Korean people who just appear on Korean TV who actually had to repronounce something that hasn't been said in Korean. Is that really